If I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down the business, I ain't playing nice. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Do not need no introduction. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Became what they said I couldn't. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hoped I would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers. The second of two on this late season Saturday night. The Bills and Chargers, off we go in Week 16. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
He sets to fire deep. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Now this throw caught left side. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 22 and brings up 3rd down.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Chargers at 10-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he will find Davis. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now they'll change things up. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down into 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler is 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go down the field and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Motion man is Shakir. On first down, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Daquan Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down, went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before and get back to it.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Allen going to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 11. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now, fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Up the middle with Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. On play action, they'll throw. He's got it to Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion left is Davis. Here's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Hines now on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
It's a game of 10. 1st down, Buffalo.
Motion man is Shakir. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Allen now on 1st down. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st down, Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime, But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And quickly they get to the line. From the gun, it's Allen. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On the give, this is Eckler. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the option right, Herbert. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is
understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. Allen to throw once more. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their step.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. But
touchdown! Dawson Knox, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen. They start the drive with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
To throw is Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Allen. Great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end,